Today I have kind of a long video, so grab a cup of whatever you like to drink and just join me hanging out in my studio working on a few pieces. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down so that I know what you like. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Irit. I'm an intuitive artist based in Austria and Europe, and on my channel I share my artsy adventures. I usually have shorter videos, process videos, product reviews, my favorite art supplies, that sort of thing. But I have to say I love kind of these longer videos from other artists on YouTube, like Sandy Hester. She's so fantastic, and I love her artist vlogs, her longer videos. So let's hang out. There will be a cat appearance later in the video, so stay tuned for that. And let me tell you a little bit about this piece that I'm working on. So this is a kind of a large canvas that I've been painting with my 8-year-old. And this is, so if you're kind of wondering why does it look like a child drew it, first of all, I love to draw in a style that might be considered childish, but I think almost all of the drawings here are of an actual child, and that's why it looks like this. And we kind of painted this over a period of probably like a few weeks. She would draw things kind of, there wasn't really a lot of white or almost any white on this canvas. It was just blobs of color, and she kind of found, also I found shapes and was inspired to draw with mostly with acrylic markers, if you're wondering. And then I would add the white paint. And I usually don't do a lot of work with my iPad on artwork, but since this was a large canvas, it was a great opportunity to kind of try things and see if I like them, instead of, actually like doing the work and then having to erase it. So that's what I'm doing here. I had some spaces that were just kind of white, and I was wondering how I would feel if I just added a little bit more color in them. And that's what I ended up doing, and it was very helpful to practice on my iPad. So it's definitely something I think, especially if it's like a big work, that you just don't want to like waste a lot of time doing things you might not like. Sometimes I can't say this is not a part of the process that I don't enjoy. I do enjoy trying things, putting them on or painting them on, and then going over it with white paint. But yeah, in this case, I just thought it would be better to try it before. So here you can see me mixing some paint, and I love these colors. I'm using here some luminous colors from Holbein, and I'm trying to stay in this color group, so in this kind of area on the color wheel, and I need a lot of white because I really love light colors, and I always use tons of white. So you see me here just mixing different colors, and then I went to my canvas. I don't always do this, but since it was a bigger piece, I did want to have some colors mixed before, so I would be able to just go to the canvas and start applying it to it. And then I saw, okay, I have all this like excess on my palette knife, so might as well grab a piece of paper and clean off the palette knife on it. And I think this became also trying not to waste paint, not waste a single drop. So I think this is a good time to mention that I'm deep in recording and preparing the classroom for a new online course. It's called The Rainbow Method, and it is about all of the strategies that I have developed in recent months and years to help me paint in kind of a state of flow and enjoy my process, and kind of travel between this place of being messy and kind of struggling to plan things and creating art that I love in the way that I love it. And it's been such a great journey, and of course I'm still in it and I don't think it ever ends. But this class is just, it's all about, I mean, yes, there is a lot of color because my art is very colorful and I love color. It's probably one of the main things in my artwork, but that is only, I don't know, I guess the show. And then everything that is behind the scenes, all these techniques and strategies can be applied to whatever colors you enjoy using. And it's just a super, super fun course, and I'm really excited about it. And I will give you all of the updates when things are happening. It'll probably start mid-January. And it's going to be because of the way that I'm building it, and because of just the whole like philosophy behind it, which also has a lot to do with painting in a way that really works for your brain. And for those of you that kind of struggle to do things like, you know, you see other artists do and it's just like never works for you. So it's not going to be a live class in the sense that, you know, every week or every day there's new content. It's going to be, you'll have everything available once I open it, and you can binge on it if you wish, because I just want to teach you all of these things that I've been doing, so you can really kind of find that flow and find that joy in your artwork. Now, the last 2.5 months have been incredibly difficult for me in ways that I've never really experienced. And at the beginning of this, if you don't know what I'm talking about the events in the Middle East. I grew up in Israel. My family and my friends, like most of my friends, all my family live in Israel, and it's just been the hardest weeks of my life. You know, except like personal events, like, you know, grandparents passing away or disease in my family and things like that. I've never experienced anything like what we've been through these 2.5 months. And the first few weeks, I was definitely in shock, and I wasn't really able to do anything. And then slowly I just felt like I have to paint a little bit, because for me, painting is also my therapy. And because of all of these methods that I created for myself and that I will show you in this course, I've actually painted in the last weeks more than I have in a really, really long time, because I found these ways that really allowed me to not be inspired and not be super happy and just, you know, feeling creative and walking into my studio. No, it was the complete opposite. I was really, really down, really struggling with doing anything that I usually do. And my point is that if you have the tools, the right tools that really work for your character, for your artist's voice, I don't want to say for your soul, but it is possible to create with ease and with joy, and also like work through issues, even if you're not in a good place. And you see my art, it's not dark, it's not it doesn't have anything to do with these feelings. So it's not about expressing my emotions on as in pieces of art. It's not about that for me, but it's about being able to just find the flow and be able to like sit down and paint and create, even when I felt my cup was completely empty. And this method and strategies that I'm talking about, of course, they work always for me. It's not just when I'm really, really struggling, but to me, they really proved themselves because I was able to paint so much and enjoy it so much, even when I was really at my lowest, I think it's safe to say. So let's talk a little bit. You see me again. Let's go back to the video. I'll just tell you a bit of this piece that I'm working on. Actually, it was covered with gold gesso, and then I glued on top of it some skins that I had from, my palette paint that dried up. And I don't know, I kind of think I should have left it alone, but yeah, better luck next time. Then I started to add more paint. Again, always like I never want to throw away things, so I just keep painting. Sometimes it works, but still being super messy and kind of really losing interest in if I'm working on like too many pieces. I also have to kind of stop myself, sometimes just allow the paint to dry and not be used, instead of just covering tons of everything, like painting everything around me and then not really feeling like doing anything with these pieces. Anyway, I think this one, I have to say, I think it kind of looked better before I added everything on top, and I think now it's a bit too late, so maybe next time. Yeah, I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like some of these skins that I used really had like these very dimensional blobs of paint. I don't like that. I'm not huge on texture in my paintings. I really like when I have texture that I like, it's usually just like, a little bit of layers of paint, or just like signs of working with a palette knife, nothing too dimensional. So I think that's one of the things that are bothering me about this, and I think that's why I won't be using again skins that are very dimensional. It's just, I don't know, I don't like how it looks. To me, it reminds me of all kinds of tumors and disease. Yeah, that's just where my brain goes, and I just don't like this texture. But I do have to say it was very fun to adhere these skins to this. This is a cradled wood, so I really love working on very, very hard surfaces. And yeah, I think I know the reason why I'm not too crazy about this piece, and it's just the arrangement of colors that is not really doing it for me. And we will be talking in depth about all of these topics, how much I love color and color cravings and all these things in the rainbow method. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel and make sure you ring the bell so you're notified when I post new videos. And you can also sign up for my newsletter if you go to my website. And let's move on to the cat part, because it's annoying me to watch this video because everything I'm doing is making this piece less attractive to me. So I'm gonna stop it now. Lucy. Lucy.
נכון.
קשה שמקבלים החטופים שהיו שם וחושבת מה?
נכון. נכון.
לוסי.
אני בן אדם די אתאיסט, אני אתאיסטית,
Now, what kind of an artist vlog would this be without a package arriving with some art supplies? Well, this is a small but mighty haul, and one thing I wanted to try is this water bucket. Just because it has 3 compartments and a place to put a little cloth, and you can see the handle, you can rest your brushes on top of it. I'll get to that in a second. I think I show it again at the end. I also restocked on some white paint from Flash because I go through a lot of that stuff. I love how matte it is and how pencils lay on top of it. And then I grabbed a few brushes that I wanted to try. And this one was quite expensive. It's from Da Vinci. And what I like about it is that it has a really short handle. So I think it'll be nice to take it, you know, when I go out. And I just love the shape of it. I've been using a lot of brushes. I've been a fan of like dagger brushes for a long time. And yeah, so I wanted to try this one. I also restocked on some black pencils from Derwent. I'm almost done with the one that I have. So I got 2 more. And then this one is from the house brand of the store I ordered from. Again, with this shape that I wanted to try. And then I got 3 of the mini majestic brushes from Royal and Langnickel. This one, the one that I'm currently holding, is my second brush. I absolutely love this one. This is a dagger 1/4 inch. And the reason that I got another one is because I wanted to have it also for acrylics, because I don't mix my brushes. And then I also got the smaller part. I think it's an 1/8 inch. And a little fan brush. I just really love the handles of these. They feel really nice in my hand. I find the design very ergonomic, and yeah, so I wanted to get some of those. And here you see me signing, which is the final step. This piece of art that I made on paper, and I absolutely love it. It was super fun to make. And again, I'm using all of the techniques that I show in the rainbow method. And you can see using also my very small black pencil from Derwent. I highly recommend just get this one. I mean, I think the whole pencil is perfection, and the Derwent drawing, sadly, they only have this kind of limited, very earthy color selection. But, you know, just get the black one. It is the blackest of blacks. It is soft. It is beautiful. I'm addicted to it. And it's just like the nicest pencil. And it's not graphite, so it doesn't get messy. Back to that water container. The reason I got it, you know, I'm not a huge fan of plastic when I can avoid it. But since I've been really moving between mediums recently, using a lot of acrylics, a lot of gouache, a lot of watercolors, I have separate water containers. I don't want to kind of mix them. And I was just really tempted by having one container where I can also lay down my brushes to dry, and I can also put a little cloth, because these are things that I use all the time. And it just simplifies things a little bit. So hopefully it works. It was quite inexpensive. I think it was like €6. So, you know, maybe like $7, something like this. And we'll see how that works. And here okay, I guess I didn't stop at signing this. I decided to add a few more touches. And I'm using some acrylic markers. I don't know. Lately, I've been just really enjoying more pencils. I think it's the look of them, you know, those sketchy lines. You can see a lot of that in my artwork also that you see on paper. And I don't know if you're noticing, but I also really enjoy, and this kind of goes back to that piece that I created with my daughter. I love finding shapes in these blobs of paint. So you can see on the left kind of bottom area, I have, I guess, like a blue sheep type of thing. And then at the bottom right, there is something that resembles an owl and maybe like a panther's face. And then in the middle, there's like this purpley, I don't know, dog something. I'm not sure. And then also some creature with a pink head and kind of a lengthy purple body. I really like that. It is fun, and my brain really likes kind of identifying these shapes. It doesn't always happen, so I don't force it. But if I see something, then it's kind of fun to pick up on it. And I think I've talked enough in this video, so I'm just going to play you some music for the rest of the time, about 10 minutes of just painting. I hope you will paint along, or just, sit back, relax, enjoy. Of course, you can mute this and play whichever music you like. But yeah, enjoy. Happy holidays, happy New Year. I'm not sure when this video will be up, so hopefully you're enjoying this time of year with your loved ones. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here, for watching my videos. And yeah, I hope all of your creative dreams will come true in 2024. And I hope you will allow me to be a part of your art journey. I want everyone to paint with joy and feel as good about themselves and their creative time and pieces that they make. I want it all to be just this amazing positive experience that brings you joy and comes naturally and easily and is not frustrating or makes you feel inadequate in any way, even if you don't really have people in your close circle of family and friends that get it. I have an extremely supportive family. I'm very, very fortunate to have really the best parents, super supportive, and the best friends that I can call they are like sisters. They don't really paint. One is more creative, but it's more of, I think she does quilting really well, so she enjoys kind of that planning aspect. But no one is addicted to color and art like I am in my immediate family, and that's why it's so important to find your tribe wherever they are. In my case, online, because I also live in a very rural area, and I also practice a lot of asocial behavior, and so but I wouldn't enjoy this as much if it weren't for you lovely people also being part of this journey, and also practicing your own creative work. So yes, now for the music, and thanks again for being here. I'll see you soon in another video. Take care. Bye bye.